Hello Pisces, welcome back to my channel. This is a general message for the first week of August before the 8/8 Lionsgate. I'd like to see what is coming in within your shadow at this time. I am using here the dark mirror, so this is going to show us the dark aspect of yourself and also what messages do we want to bring in from the witches and also the spell casting. So the cards that I have pulled for you is the Bride in a Cage and also Parasite. When we're looking at this, there's this neon light, right? Her face is like a skeleton, like she's been waiting a long time. He or she, it doesn't matter. This is someone who has been waiting and waiting, feeling like tomorrow will be the right moment. Tomorrow will be better, even if today is hell. And as you're looking at it with this card, it is asking you to really look at, are you just waiting for that perfect moment, for that perfect day? And there's a death here. It's a skeleton. So did you die in your waiting? Have you waited long enough for something to come into its fruition? The future is not something that should feel like a cage. So some of you could be feeling caged in at this time, waiting for that proposal, or waiting to get married, or waiting for that commitment, or waiting for something to come into sight for you. But here, this is in regards to the Parasite card, is when the only answer to lack of self-efficiency is cling to another one. So again, with the card of Parasite too, she's got this beautiful long hair. As you're seeing, there's a lot of red behind her. She's got this closed eyelids as though they're very heavy. And here I'm seeing is that there's just been a lot of things that has been in the shadow, like that, waiting for that perfect moment, waiting, but also feeling caged while you have been waiting. So this is saying instead of you growing together, you're kind of growing apart with the Parasite card, because relationships are not the zero-sum game. It's not about once you get this, then you'll be happy. I'm sensing this, that there's some unhappiness, that feeling restricted, that feeling very much restricted in you moving forward with the partner that you are in a relationship at this time. So it's just asking you right now to really look at it. What sacrifices on your journey to the destination? Are you making sacrifices thinking that there's a destination and then the destination to its own failures? The problem is not living here as sheep. This is in regards to you, but the true problem is living as a sheep for 100 years is the message that is written. So again here, what's a parasite in your life? Literally, where are you caging yourself? What are you waiting for? Are you waiting for that happiness that you think, oh, it's not today, maybe tomorrow? And you just want to look at why you're hanging on to this kind of thinking or this kind of behavior, because it says too, here I'm opened up to the page, and it says, what can't survive alone will seek company, but instead of growing together, they will wither together. Again, you really want to look at, what is going on right now here between the Parasite. There's a sense of two people that really are not. You're just waiting for the perfect moment for things, and as you're doing, things are literally withering and decaying is the message that I'm receiving right now. So and you're not to feel caged in, and neither is your partner. You're both to literally to feel really good and to feel your excitement and your passion. Look at this. We have union, and as I said, passion and homecoming. Yeah, you're really to feel passion within yourself, to feel really excited. And also the death card wanted to come flying out. So there's a death to a relationship, to an old way of showing up, to caging yourself into waiting for somebody else to be what you want them to be, or that person wanting you what they want. You're to transform this old energy. And I'm just going to put that aside, because what is asking of you, is this, a lot of cards came flying out. And here we have the card of passion. The card of passion is in you recognizing, are you still passionate about the relationship? Are you still passionate in regards to, tying the knot and really coming into this place of the homecoming, which is, two people that are finally tying the knot, that are finally coming together? Are you still have the fire and the passion for this? Have you lost the passion for it? What is going on with you? Because the card of the fire and the card of passion is that wand energy. And this is the card that says there's a sparkle, but something has waned, something is missing. So there can be something missing within a union. And are you waiting for that something to show up for you? Are you going to go ahead and really recognize it now and make a decision based on what it is that you're experiencing within this union? Because again, it is all about that. It's about coming together, two people that are tying the knot together. But I'm feeling that there's been a lot of loss here, feeling very caged in to who you are, and the other person may be feeling the same thing. So instead of celebrating and having two hands that come together, two wholes that come together in union, I feel like there's been a breaking apart as we go into the card of the homecoming. Some of you could have experienced that in the past too, and we'll clarify. And now you're finding someone that you are passionate about, that you don't have to wait for. I mean, this is the one. So sometimes we let go of the parasite, right? Of that relationship, of that parasite, and we step into something new. And I want to look at the homecoming card. And here, as I go directly to it, because I just want to go to it. And let's see what this card is saying for you. I'm just not sensing, as I'm reading this, with this connection, here's too, it says you've heard the phrase, home is where the heart is, right? Well, it certainly rings true for you at this moment in time. The heart calls you back to the bosom of your family, to return to the center of what is really important, to remember where your loyalties lie. This is a vital time right now for you to enjoy some home comforts. When you can relax and be the real you. You're done with the pretense and keeping up with others for appearance sake. It's all been rather fast-paced for you, and it's time to slow things down and take it easy. Heart invites you to return back to basics for a while, where you can rest in warmth and sip some nourishing soup. So again, I feel like you're leaving a relationship, something of the past where you can't be yourself. This is feeling very caged in. It's almost like this relationship's been like a parasite. And as you do, I feel like there's this transformation where you literally come back to you, what's important to you. And as you claim that, you reclaim your fire and you come into a union with someone who is at your vibration and no longer feeling caged. It is such a huge message that is coming out here for you. Let's grab a card here, quite a bit. So lighten your load. Yeah, again, I'm getting the lighten your load card. And again, letting go of the burdens, letting go of what other people think, letting go of that, you need to be with this person because you've spent so much time with them, and or you're carrying this heavy burden and not needing to be what somebody else wants you to be, and it's asking you to have the strength and the courage. We're going to have that Leo portal, and the Leo is living from the heart. Are you living from the heart? Is another living from the heart with you? And it's time for you to recognize that. It's time for you to lighten the load and stop carrying everybody else's burden, so you can step into this place. And this place is yours. It's yours to claim, but it's in regards to you first lightening that load. And as you do, you can have the courage. Again, Leo's all about the heart. We have the Lion's Gate that is coming in on 8/8, and it is living from the heart. It's going to take courage and strength for you to face the ego, from you to let go of the things that have kept you in that place, right? So it says you have the choice and power to remove yourself from a stressful situation, or simply take it in stride. Stress is completely voluntary, and sometimes we allow ourselves to feel, even if it may not seem to be the case, as you face the responsibilities that your life demands. Give your exhausted and tortured mind a break as you start to see things with a brighter outlook. Lighten your load and allow laughter to break you free from your self-imposed prison cell. It's the only way to strengthen your immune system and inspire hope while protecting you from the damaging effects that stress has dealt you. And yeah, absolutely. So again, I really feel like something that you thought is just breaking down, and it's asking you, what has become a parasite in your life? Are you just dead? You think that this was going to be it, and it's not. It's when you release that relationship, release that lesson, release feeling caged, and come into your own passion, come into your home, tend back into your home. The home is within the body, and that union appears one that it is what you want. But first you must carry let go of what you have been carrying, okay? And then, yeah, look at that. Yeah, it just seems to be, look at this, 10 we have in your card as well, and I'll pull two more. But here it is, you know, Knight of Pentacles. This has just been like taking a long time, something that has just been a parasite and just a bride in a cage. You have felt caged for a very long time, and it just seems like it just never took that move to that greater place of stability. Two of Wands with all of this, yes, put the past behind you and create the future version of you. You know, what you're seeking is out here. It's no longer in the past. So in the present moment, the choice you make is up to you. You choose to go in this direction that you have not experienced the world yet, or are you going to stay in this direction feeling caged? It's up to you. I mean, there's no wrong or right. It's just, what is it that you want to experience? The Ten of Wands, you know, yeah, with the lighten your load. Hello, you've carried enough burdens for this relationship. It's time. Whether it's your family, whether it's your partnership, whatever that this is for you, it's time for you to have the courage to let it go so you can see clearly, not being in fear anymore. You know, Pisces is now, this is the moon, you know, and it's saying, hey, listen, it's time for you to really look at what scares you, what's within the shadow of yourself, and where do you have resistance, and let it, it's again, the relationship. There's some things that you still can't see within a relationship that it's asking you to close a cycle out. Look at this. It's been taking a long time. What this is in regards to is that relationship of the past, the commitment, two people that don't see things in the same way. It's just, it's done. It's over. And this may not be for all of you. This could be in regards to, you know, something else. It could be in regards to a job and whatever safety, security where you feel caged. It could also be that. But I'm so picking this up as a relationship message. Some of you want to travel. Some of you will meet somebody who's worldly. Somebody will meet somebody who loves to travel or is coming from another place. So somebody who could be different from you is another message from another world. And it's completing that. So this is the completion of this part here. Let's put one on that Ten of Wands, and then I will close you out. But let's just see, you know, what is this that wants to come out? Yeah, come out from feeling left out, feeling left in the cold. Again, it's asking you, I just want to clarify that is like, you know, it's just asking you here for you, yeah, take your life back. It's time for you to literally take your life back and nurture yourself. And keep your emotions above water and ask yourself one more time, what is it that you are passionate about? You know, if it's just in regards to something that was sexual, essential, it's time to release that. And it's time, you know, some of you may just have felt, it's time for you to receive one wand. Literally, that was the message. I'm like thinking, oh, what? So it's Ten of Wands. You want to release the Ten of Wands, and you know, it's not about leaving people or behind, or you felt like you left people behind, or you feel like somebody's left you behind. It's in you. Five is about change. So changing, feeling lonely, changing, feeling scared, changing, feeling that you're carrying all the load, and come to this place of Ace of Wands, one wand. You know, you're to carry one wand. That one wand is yours, and it's saying it's time for you to recognize where you have, you know, kept yourself in this place. Let's close you out. And let's see what message. This is absolutely beautiful that is coming out for you. And look at that beautiful moon. And here we do have the wolf howling at the moon. And it says, my voice is heard in the world. Yeah, look at that. What do you want? State it to the world. The world is going to bring it to you. But first you must recognize where you have been, the lessons you have learned, and come from that place of peace and acceptance of what was experienced in order for you now to really step into something very much more in union with who you are now, which is you just carrying your wand, and the other person shows up with their wand, no longer needing to carry the heavy load. Thank you for subscribing. Until next time, sending you much love, much light. Namaste.